Alyutor or Alutor is a language of Russia that belongs to the Chukotkan branch of the Chukotko-Kamchatkan languages. Sociolinguistics situation. The Alutor are the indigenous inhabitants of the northern part of the Kamchatka Peninsula. The language is unwritten and moribund. In the 1970s, residents of the chief Alutor village of Vivenka under the age of 25 did not know the language. In recent years, the Vivenka village school has started teaching the language. Until 1958, the language was considered the village dialect of the Koyuk language, but it is not intelligible with traditionally nomadic varieties of Koyuk. The autonym means villager. Orthography. Typology. Alutor is a polysynthetic language. The morphology is agglutinative with extensive prefixes and suffixes. The argument structure is ergative. The word order is variable, and it is difficult to say which typology is basic. The verb absolutive orders AVO and VAO are perhaps most common. Phonology. Vowels. Alutor has 6 vowels, 5 of which may be long or short. The E is a schwa and cannot be stressed. Consonants. There are 18 consonants in Alutor. Stress is generally on the second syllable of the word. However, it cannot fall on a schwa of the last syllable, so in two-syllable words stress is transferred to the first syllable, as long as that vowel is not a schwa. In cases where it is a schwa, a third syllable is added to the word, and the second syllable is stressed. Examples: me, mel, water, que, la, vul, husband, p, la, kel, nen, amukluk, ta, we, ya, tek, to feed. Syllable structure. All Alutor syllables begin with a single consonant. If the vowel is short, including a schwa, they may also close with a single consonant. Examples are by, ta, tek, to work, till, me, till eaglet, n, parker. Alutor word boundaries always coincide with syllable boundaries. Morphology. Alutor has the following parts of speech: nouns, adjectives, numerals, pronouns, verbs, participles, adverbs, postpositions, conjunctions, and particles. Nouns are inflected for number, case, definiteness, and grammatical person. There are 3 grammatical numbers: singular, dual, and plural. There are 11 cases: absolutive, ergative, locative, dative, lative, prolative, contactive, causative, equative, commutative, and associative. Number and case are expressed using a single affix. A suffix is used for all cases except the commutative and associative, which are expressed using circumfixes. There are 2 declensions, taught as 3 noun classes. The first class are non-human nouns of the first declension. Number is only distinguished in the absolutive case, though verbal agreement may distinguish number when these nouns are in the ergative. The second class are proper names and kin terms for elders. They are second declension, and distinguish number in the ergative, locative, and lative cases, as well as the absolutive. The third class are the other human nouns. They may be either first or second declension. Case roles. The absolutive case is the citation form of a noun. It is used for the argument of an intransitive clause and the object of a transitive clause, for syntactic possessives, and for the vocative. The ergative is used for the agent of a transitive verb, as an instrumental case, and as the argument of an anti-passive clause. The locative is used for position and direction, as well as arguments which are driven away. The dative is used for recipients, benefactors, directional objects, and subjects of experiential verbs. Lative is used for motion toward a goal. Prolative is used for movement along and movement from. Equative is used with the meanings like ex, as ex, usually with verbs like to become, to turn into, to work as, etc. Contactive is used for objects that make contact. Causative is used for noun phrases that cause or motivate an action. Commutative is used for ... Associative is used for ... It is only attested in the declension of nouns of the first declension, usually inanimate. Grammatical person. Grammatical first and second person suffixes on nouns are used to equate a noun with participants in the discourse. They only appear in the absolutive, with an intervening j on nouns ending in a vowel and an I on nouns ending in a consonant. Opterum ujum tawili muru, yes we the people. Japal equals Q ujum tawil I am, and I'm a man. Numerals. Alutor has simple numerals for the numbers 1 to 5, 10, and 20. All other numbers are compounds based on these numerals. Verbs. There are finite and non-finite verbs. There are several conjugations. Polypersonal conjugation. Finite verbs agree in person and number with the nuclear arguments. Agreement is through both prefixes and suffixes. Transitive verbs agree with both arguments, whereas intransitive verbs agree with the sole argument. Verbs distinguish two aspects: perfective, the bare stem, and imperfective, using the suffix tk, tken, tkeni. There are 5 moods: indicative, imperative, optative, potential, and conjunctive. Monopersonal conjugation. Monopersonal verbs include 2 declensions, one with the third person singular in a, lin, and the other in n, gin. Impersonal conjugation. For impersonal forms of conjugation include verbal predicate and imperative. Non-finite forms. Impersonal forms include the verbal predicate with the circumfix ak and the imperative in a. Non-finite forms. These include the infinitive, supine, gerunds, and participles. Bibliography. Kibrik, A. S. V. Kodzasov, I. A. Muravova, 2000. Jarikai Folklore Aljutisov, Moscow, IML Iran Nasledi. ISBN 5920800356. Nagayama, Yukari. 2003. Osha, Grammatiki Aljuta Skogo Jazika. Osaka, Osaka Gakuon University.